If you think about it, there are things in this world that aren't meant to be scary. But most often, they are. Take Candle Cove, for instance. The guy who created the show seemed like he was trying to make an innocent enough children's show. Creepy, but innocent. I have a bit of history with that damn show. Here it is. June 24th, 2010. I'm trying to find out more about Candle Cove. I know it exists because I watched the first 3 episodes, but got bored after the 5th one. I heard that it was getting a new season, and I remember the show. I remember it as a pirate show. And my parents thought it was weird that I would stay up until 5 in the morning, waiting for nothing but static to come on. I didn't know if they were messing with me or not, because Candle Cove is definitely not static. It's something more than that. Something terrible. June 25th, 2010. After writing that first entry, I decided to dig up some news on Candle Cove. Possibly even find episodes. I was on the internet at about midnight when I received a message from someone with the name like 010110 something like that. Anyway. The message said, when decoded from binary to text, "Meet me." Meet me? What did he mean, meet me? Was I supposed to meet whoever that was somewhere? I don't know. June 26, 2010. I found an episode of Candle Cove. It was from season 1, and was at least the 5th episode. It's funny because I don't remember ever seeing something like this. The episode I saw, despite it being Janice's birthday, and the pirates and the skin taker, and the rest of the characters sang happy birthday, and then the skin taker broke off into a weird song, which I assumed to be called "When You're Closer." When he finished the song, all the puppets kind of stared at the camera, their eyes glassy. Then, out of nowhere, skeletons came out. Yes, you 4chan fans can literally say skeletons popped out. The scary thing about it was that the skeletons kept grabbing near Janice's breast area and touching her butt. June 27th, 2010. I contacted someone I met over the internet who apparently watched Candle Cove when it was on TV. He told me to come to his house and interview him. At first I was wary, but then I realized this was Candle Cove we were going to talk about. When I got there, I noticed his house was immaculate, but that was mostly because he had nothing but a TV and a bed in his house. It looked like he didn't have any food in his house either. When I asked him questions, he kept staring off into space, and it took me seconds, sometimes even minutes, to get him to come back to Earth and keep talking to me. When I brought up the skin taker, he just screamed and fell over, unconscious. I taped him, but it seemed as if he wouldn't wake up for hours. After that, this might sound creepy, but I'm doing anything to find out about this damn show. I found concept art, but it was signed. I could barely even tell what it was. There was also a note that I will read that's from the guy who lived across the street from me when I was younger, who I will describe better in the next entry. But for now, I need some rest. June 30th, 2010. Wow, I slept for nearly 4 days. I don't ever remember doing that. I remember some dreams that I had during the 4-day sleep period thing. Skin Taker was chasing me down a long, dark hallway as the other villains from the show came around corners. First, there was Horace Horrible, then Milo, and then something terrible I thought I'd never see again. He was tall and was dressed like a normal man, but he was also decaying, terrible. And I could literally smell his terror, burning flesh, as he stumbled around the corner. The man was some strange old guy who lived on my street when I was about 10, who would sometimes go onto my lawn when my parents weren't home and stare in through my window. I remember his house burning down about 2 years later when I was home alone. Apparently it was suicide. I don't want to know what made him burn his house down, but I feel I must. I'm going to his house tomorrow to look for clues. Oh yeah, here's that note I found at the man's house. Dear Lucille, I don't know how much longer I can take this. The nightmares are becoming more frequent, more disturbing. Most of them are of him, but all of them have the same picture of that kid who lives across from me with his eyes gorged out. If only there was a way I could warn him about that damn Candle Cove show before it's too late. Sincerely, Bill. June 31st, 2010. What I saw in that house will most likely make me not be able to sleep for days, maybe even years. The house was nothing but a patch of dirt now. But knowing better, I dug into the dirt, and soon I hit something. The material scraped against my fingernails as I took the pack of dirt off the top of it. It was a note. It reads, Percy was a pirate. He was the greatest one around. Percy was a pirate. He never wore a frown. Until one day, Mr. Skin Taker came to town and took all the other children down to his workshop, where he would chop and sew skin to his new cape, always looking for new children to rape. This is getting disturbing. July 1st, 2010. I'm regretting getting involved in this. Every time I get home from school, I swear I can hear the screams of those poor children, their skin ripping and their flesh being taken off their bones and struck onto the skeleton's man's cape. I am ending this for now, and I thank everyone who helped me for the help. I don't know what I'll do after this. Maybe I'll even destroy this notebook. But one thing's for sure, I'll never search for that damn show at all, ever again.